Howdy do, everybody. Pop Stanham is here, and today we're going to talk about streaming with other people. I'm really excited to talk about this one today. I've had this conversation many times with a lot of my friends and people that come into my Discord, and we nerd out about streaming and just talking to new people starting out and people wanting to expand where they're already at. It's a topic that always seems to come up, and I've never made a video about it. So here we are. A lot of people, when they go live, they like to stream with their buddies. They want to play with their friends and stuff like that. And for a lot of people, when you first start streaming out, it's just for fun and it's totally cool. But let's not forget what the whole point of streaming is, and that is to get people to watch. So I think even at the very beginning, and when you're doing it just for fun, it's important to try and have that concept with the design of your stream of getting people to watch. You want people to watch this, okay? So when you're playing with the boys, there's a lot of different sounds coming from a lot of different directions, a lot of different people. And quite frankly, and I'm just going to say it, you playing with your friends is not as interesting as you think it is. It just really isn't. Very rarely is it something actually good. And usually it's when everybody is a content creator and they're all there with the understanding that they're creating content in that moment, instead of just hanging out and playing with the boys. So if you're just taking a bunch of hanging out and playing with the boys and hoping to make that into content, the group of guys that come in and they have a plan and they're all seasoned content creators that know how to hold an audience, when they all work together and they're all doing that thing, they're going to just completely shit on these guys that are just hanging out. It's not really, it just isn't something that people want to watch. So to really kind of simplify the conversation here, when you go live, you should be in full control over what people are hearing and experiencing on your show. And when you're hanging out with random people, that is going to cause a lot of unknowns. And no matter if you have 50 people that are watching you, or if you have 5 people that are watching you, if you're bringing people on that show that aren't you and aren't providing what it is that the 50 people want or the 5 people want, it's going to be off-putting. Just is. Now, what about the big streamers? The big streamers, they're always co-oping and playing with each other. Well, that's a different story. These are like mega personalities. They have these huge followings and they can try out collabs and do experiments and see what happens. There's people that are into that. But when you're dealing with lesser known personalities, just 5 viewer Andy and 5 viewer Andy, and they play together, it's just not going to be that same powerful effect. Now, again, I always like to go back to saying, if you bring people on your show, make sure that they're there for a reason and they understand why they're there. They understand they're there to add value to your broadcast. Now, have I played with viewers? Yeah, I do it all the time. These days, I usually just kind of keep the comms off, and the viewers can get kind of upset sometimes or whatever, because they're like, you're not talking to me, the comms, So I just I make it really clear, like, hey, I'm just here putting on a show for my people. I'll be in and out of comms, probably mostly out. And it's not an issue for me. And I put on a way better show when it's just me and I'm there interacting with my chat. Me and my chat are going back and forth. One of the things that causes problems when you bring on a guest is that now your attention is pulled away from your chat and you're now talking to this other person. So maybe someone is talking and they're trying to make a point about something or whatever. And there's people in your chat and you're just like, do I interrupt this guy and talk to my chat, or do I just mute him and talk to my chat, or do I just ignore my chat and wait for him to be done? It's just it creates a complicated thing. And as a small streamer, ignoring your chat and focusing on something else is one of the worst things you can do. It really is. The chat is everything. Those people, you need to be interacting and talking to these people. There are some exceptions, like maybe you're putting on a musical performance, or maybe you're in a really crazy point in your game and you just cannot look away for a moment, like that's fine. But usually you want to be able to instantly interact with those people in the chat whenever you can. And when you have guests that you're having a conversation with, it really draws attention away from that. And it's not good for a small starting out streamer. Another reason why you don't want to just let anybody on your shows, everyone has different microphones and etiquette with that. And personally, for me, one of the worst things is when I'm watching someone stream and then he has a friend on that has like kids crying in the background, or you can hear typing, or maybe it's two different streamers that don't mute each other, and I hear like another streamer in the background thanking people for following and stuff like that. It really takes away from the quality of the broadcast. So a lot of people just don't have that discipline or understanding. And again, that's why I always say, bring on people who are set up, they know what they're doing, they're there to enhance your show. It totally can be done. And also, try not to make it too much of a habit of spending too much time with other people, even if they are creators and not your chat. There needs to be a healthy balance between the two. So I've seen a lot of my peers go the route of just playing with the boys all the time, even if it's different streamers and stuff like that, and their chat just goes to a halt. There's no engagement there, and people aren't being stimulated in the chat. It's so important to be able to do that. So at the end of the day, that's pretty much all I have to say about this subject. To simplify, you are the reason why people are there. You are the personality. If no one else is gonna magically make your stream that much more amazing, and if they are, then those viewers are probably just gonna go to that person's stream. Okay, you really need to focus on you being the reason why your show is amazing, and the video game that you're playing, the people that you bring on board, these are all assets to enhance the quality of your show. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm Pop Stanimus from Game Rebel. Please, if you guys are interested, check out our stream team, the Game Rebel stream team. We are looking for streamers. I will one-on-one with any streamer that joins our team and help you guys figure out what to do better with your stream. And we have a lot of other people that have a lot of stuff to bring to the table. And it's a nice little system for streamers to grind. And our point of existing is to help streamers learn how to help themselves. That's it. It's not about hosting each other, following each other, none of that stuff. It's all about information and mentality. And I would love for you guys to join, okay? If you want to check that out, link down below in the description, or just go to gamerebel.net/stream team, and you can learn all about it. And make sure to join our Discord if you want to come talk to me or anyone else. You can do that at papasdiscord.com. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you guys in the next one.